Hi everyone, welcome to the latest webinar. My name's Kate, for those of you that don't know me. I am one of the co-founders of Ubrix. The team has amassed years and years of experience in the sector. We have listened to many stories, many tales of woe with the technologies that are available in the market today. And this is why we came up with Ubrix. So for a little bit of background, Ubrix has been operating since 2023. And we are very much looking forward to showing you the contractor desktop admin application and also the native application as well. And I'm joined today by our sales director, Mike Ridley, who can introduce himself.
Hi, thanks, Kate. Yeah, good to see you here again today. As ever, it's all about really understanding what we can do to help you. We know there is some real challenges out there, particularly around, engaging with contractors and also, getting on site and making sure you're logging defects effectively and tracking those and reporting on them. So, as Kate said, we've done a lot of research, had a lot of feedback from the industry. We know there's real pain points there that need to be resolved. And we think we've got a really good value proposition and a really good tool that can help solve those for you. And we're going to show you some of that today. But absolutely, anytime, ask us questions, reach out. Happy to speak to you. Really want to sort of understand more about how we can help you. And also, we'll do a tailored demo that's just for you. You may have all sorts of challenges that you want us to talk about and deal with, and we can do a much more tailored demo just for you as well.
100%. And as you know, today we're focusing purely on the contractor side of the platform. But as Mike says, if there's anything that you would like us to look at in more detail for yourselves, then please do reach out and we'll be more than happy to put that together for you. So what I'll do now is I will share my screen. So just to give you a bit of background now, Ubrix has been built in line with industry, have spoken to a number of different professionals across the sector, contractors included, in the way that we have designed our platform. Now, as many of you will know, and we've had conversations with some of you on the call today, contractor pushback is very common. So what some of the people that we've spoken to have found is that they will implement a system and unfortunately, they will receive some pushback from some of their contractors on being able to use it. They'll say that it's too complicated for them. It doesn't work on site. It's not user friendly. And then collaboration really does halt. So what we have done is we have worked in collaboration with contractors to make this as user friendly as possible, especially for the site contractors where the jobs are getting resolved and fed back to your internal team. So what you're looking at here is the admin dashboard for the contractor. So what we mean by that is the person that would be in the contractor's office, they receive the jobs in from you guys, whether that be a snag, whether that be a defect, it doesn't matter. They're all received in the same place. And that admin contractor will then delegate those out to their contracting team. So this is included within your subscription. It's at no additional cost. So you receive the desktop application and you also receive the native app as well for as many users as is needed, because really what we're all about is collaboration and streamlining and efficiency. So they can have as many users as they need to have in order to make that work for them. So what you can see now is the admin dashboard, and you've got some metrics along the top here. So it's very much like the admin platform of Ubrix for internal team members. However, as you'll see, the options along the side, etc., aren't as detailed. So it's a little bit of a reduced functionality platform. So all they see is what they need. They can see their teams, they can see the recent activities and some metrics along the bottom here as well. You'll also notice on the top here, we have the notification bell. So this is real time as well. So in the same way as the admin dashboard for your internal team, it's all in real time. So you don't have to continuously refresh the page. It all happens instantly, and it's in line with the app as well. So when we click on this little notification bell here, you'll see that a new job has been assigned to this contractor 13 minutes ago. So if we just click into that here, this is where you really see the specifics of the defect or the snag that you have been that your contractor has been delegated. So you've got the overview panel here. So you've got the job information, whether it's a defect or a snag. You've got the development, the plot, the client. It's been assigned to yourself, when it was created, etc. Interestingly, what you'll also see are the defect details, which are quite important. So you'll need to know that it's the what category it's been in and what subcategory it's been in. And that's mainly for the types of contractors who might see different types of defects. They may not be responsible for just one. The subcategory is obviously very important for any contractor as well. And then you've got the priority, so that the contracting team knows exactly how long they've got to resolve the issue. Then you've got the images, and if there are more images, they would be scrollable as well. You'll also see a little tab here called clarifications. So the contracting team can send clarification questions to the admin team at any point. So if anything is ambiguous, if they need a little bit more information, they can send that. In some instances, maybe they've been delegated a task that isn't really their responsibility, so they might have to go back and just double check that it's been sent to the right person, and it can be used for anything like that. Notes, so any notes they can add for themselves, so that's an internal thing. And then appointments, so that's self-explanatory, and I'll show you how that works in a moment. So if we just have a little look along the top here, we've got some options. We've got accept, reject, or request clarification, which I've just gone into detail about. So if I just click reject, just to show you what happens, a little panel comes out the side, and you will expect a reason for why they're rejecting this defect. So the example I used before, it could be that, for example, that it's not their remit. So the flooring team might have been accidentally delegated a decorating defect. Hopefully that won't happen, because you should be using your default contractors on the development. But in the edge case that it does, that could be one of the reasons why. And then they can just reject the job there. But if we just cancel that for now, and we'll just, for the purposes of today, we'll click accept. So now you can see that the status has changed to accept, and that'll be the same on the admin side as well. So they'll then see that too. Then if we create the appointment here, now, what we've designed here is a really straightforward calendar that then means that you can then delegate all of these tasks to your site team as you need to. So we'll use Bruce as the example here. Now, what you would do, what the contractors would do, sorry, is select a time slot, for example. So if we'll just select today, we're not giving Bruce very much notice, but we'll give him today to resolve this issue. And what you do is you just click on here to assign the appointment. So if we just create that appointment there, now you can see that the appointment has been scheduled. So what we'll do is we'll just click on this appointments panel here, and you can see that it's been scheduled for today, and it is 12:30 to 12:30 there, and we've got the appointments in here. So you can see it there that it's been scheduled, and then you can see the other appointments that have been created as well with the job IDs too. So what we'll do is we'll just click into the app now. So this is the contractor app. So what you'll notice is that it's a really simple, user-friendly platform for them to use. we really wanted to make sure that there weren't that many clicks for them to get to where they needed to be. So we've designed it in this way deliberately. Now, the options that they've got along the top are very few, and that's deliberate. Again, all we want them to see really are the appointments that they've got, the jobs that they need to resolve on a daily, on a weekly, whatever basis, because that's all they really care about. Now, what we have done as well is we have ordered them. So the one that was on the October the 9th, which was scheduled, but Bruce didn't attend for whatever reason, is still in the app there. Now, when he clicks into that, you'll see that that's been overdue. It could be that that's been a reassigned appointment. But if we just click into the one that we've just created here, now we've got the location, we've got the client, we've got the plot, and we've got the time. Now we've also got the reference image here, which is quite important. And I'll show you as well how what after Bruce is finished. Oh, somebody's just joined halfway through, so we'll just admit them there. Apologies for that, everyone. So what we would do is we can scroll through the current images for reference as well. So if you imagine that your contractor is on site at this moment in time, and they have seen that actually we need a little bit more information about what the issue is, so they can scroll through those while they're on site as well. And interestingly, something that we did get some feedback on is to make this information available when somebody might lose some signal. So actually the app will work temporarily whilst offline as well, which is really important to some site teams as well, where internet can be a bit of a challenge in remote areas. Then you've got the work required. So this is the notes that you guys internally will be sending to the contractors. So mine is pretty minimal, but I'm sure you guys would have a little bit more detail about what is required. And then you've got the room, very important to add in. And then what we've got here is a start job pane. Now, this is really important. So again, some feedback we received is that actually, whilst it's important for us to see visibility of when a job is, so the appointment, it's also really important for us to see how long it took. So we're actually capturing that data for you guys as well. In addition to that, we're also capturing the geolocation of that, and I can show you that after as well. So if I just click Start Job here, so you can see the little pop-up. So this is what Bruce will see. His job's been started. It started at whatever time with the location captured. Okay, fantastic. Now, if we imagine that Bruce is on site, obviously it's not going to take him less than a minute to close this job down. But really what we're trying to do is amass the data that we can, so that you guys can really figure out on a granular level how long on average things are taking, who are the best performing contractors, etc., so you can really start to build up a full holistic picture of how everybody, whether they're internal team members or whether they're external team members, are performing as a whole. So if we just complete this job now, actually, if I just stop a second and I'll just talk you through the unable to complete. So it could be that Bruce wanted to complete the job, but for example, he needed a part that he didn't have. Now, if he clicks unable to complete, that's fine, he can do that. But actually he will still need to create and to explain why. So why could the job not be completed? It could be that part. He would also need to provide some imagery as well. So he can add that, whether it's on his gallery, whether it's on his image there, on his camera, sorry, then he would have to mark it as unable to complete, and that'll get pushed back to your internal team. For the purposes of today, though, we'll just complete the job. So again, Bruce will need to add some notes to say what he's done, how he's done it, etc. So LVT has been repaired. No further action needed. Okay, and then he would also need to add some images. Now it says recommended, but really as an education piece, it's better for the contractor. It's also better for you internally, and it's better for the home buyer as well, if there are some images taken. So if we just take a photo here, so there's my carpet. We'll just add that there. Okay, and you can see that that's instantly uploaded there, and they can add up to 5 images as well. Now, this bit here, so again, this is something that we've recently implemented. So we wanted to capture the site manager or the homeowner's signature. Now, we have site manager on there, but because it could be that this plot isn't handed over at that moment in time. So then it would be the site manager that would then sign off this particular issue. Now, in the edge case that somebody isn't available to sign it, they can still complete the job. It would just go into a status of awaiting verification. So what that means is you haven't had oversight as an internal team yet of what the repair for this issue has been like. So you need to double check that you are happy with it internally, and that's how you get to that awaiting verification. Once you're happy, you can tick it off, or you can send it back if you're not happy. In this situation though, we'll just sign it off. So I'll just scribble on it there and mark it as complete. So then Bruce gets a really nice panel there to say that the job's been completed successfully and it's been recorded. So then he can just go back to his jobs, and that's it. So we're talking very, very few clicks for the native app for contractors. And as I said earlier, it's been designed in that way deliberately so that there's very little pushback. There's no training needed on it. It's so simple to use. And as I say, we've gone through that and it's been super quick to get through it as well. So I hope that's been useful. Now, if I just nip back to the admin area here. So if I just refresh screen a second. So what we can see here is that the defect there has been completed. So if I just view that here. So this is the one that we were just working on there. Now you'll have received a notification to say that the job appointment has been scheduled as well in the meantime, so just so that your team understand where the jobs are at any given moment. It's really important when you're trying to manage developments to know where everything is. So we can see here that the current status has been completed. You can also see the completion information as well. So this is what I was talking about before. So you can see the time, the date that the job was started, and you can see the time and the date that the job was completed as well. So it was completed in 3 minutes, and you can see the geolocation of where that was, which is really important. And then you've got the signature there, so you can capture that. So you can capture the homeowner's signature, or you can capture the site manager's signature as well, just so that you've got that peace of mind that it has been signed off. And there's no further action needed for you guys, so that's the end of it. So as I say, I hope that was useful to go through. I'll stop sharing my screen now. We really did put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into making sure that it was a really user-friendly system for contractors. All they need to do is delegate the tasks to their supply chain team members, create the appointment, really easy to use. There's not much back and forth. And with the app as well, super simple, and I'm sure you'll all agree in terms of that, very, very easy to use. So I'll just let Mike summarize the call there.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I always like it. Every time I see that app, I'm really impressed by it, and I obviously see it a lot, but I think it's really good. It's very easy to use, very simple, really covers off that pain point around integrating with contractors that a lot of people we've spoken to have. And also, I think it's that integration with a back-end system. So you've got maybe your admin team that are working in the office, but you've got people on site that need that app, need that device that they can utilize, and they can just download that app and access it really easily, as we've demonstrated. I think also on top of that is the reporting, as you've highlighted. It's the reporting of how faults are progressing, how they're being cleared, the timelines, contractor performance as well. You know, you have contractors that you work with that are great and others that maybe need a bit of work to make sure that they're delivering the service you need. I think one of the other key points it really helps with is those escalations. You know, it can be awful for teams when they've got lots of escalations and customer service teams trying to plow through and they just, you know, really can't sort them out. Well, that makes it really easy because you've got a contractor on site dealing with the situation, uploading information, highlighting any issues, and it can clear those escalations a lot faster than you are at the moment. So yeah, I think, you know, it delivers a huge amount of value, and I say I really enjoy seeing it every time.
Fantastic. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for joining. We will be sending a recording out of the meeting as well. As I say, it's completely anonymized, so nobody can see anybody else. But any questions, feel free to pop through to us. We are available after the call as well for a short bit of time. So if anybody wants to jump on another call just to summarize, then that would be absolutely fine as well. Take care. Thank you.